assistance. These are your typical stretches you've probably done before. We're going to go a little bit more in depth on them. How to hold them, position of your partner, where to place your foot, where your hand. And then the last one we're going to go over to is proprioneuromuscular facilitation. Big word, fancy word, short term, PNF stretching. This is great to anyone who wants to actually change the length muscle tension. This is you're gonna use force. So someone you're gonna start doing a hamstring stretch. You're gonna hold someone's leg up and then actually have them push against your hand for 3 to 5 seconds and then release and then go further with that stretch. What's that gonna do is the nervous system. We're playing with the nervous system there. Your body will only let your muscles go to a certain stretch zone that the body feels comfortable with. We can trick the nervous system by applying pressure to let that muscle get even stretched out a little bit longer. So this is another good post-workout stretch. Also, it's going to help increase flexibility. Your static stretches, all the other stretches are basically just to warm up the muscle. And the passive stretching and the static stretching, you'll get a little bit of increased range of motion. But if you really want to increase your range of motion, you're looking at the PNF stretching. Any questions yet? All right. So before you get into stretching, got these foam rollers here. I'm going to demonstrate how to foam roll prior to stretching. So the foam rolling is actually going to help facilitate the stretch of the muscles by allowing the fascia to become pliable. What happens when we work out our muscles, that fascia becomes tight as well. So if you stretch without doing a foam roller, you have knots in the muscles. It's basically like taking a rope that has knots in it and just tightening it. This myofascial release, this foam roller, is going to help loosen those knots. So when you do stretch, the knots in the muscles will be more relaxed, more pliable. So today's concept is hamstrings and glutes. We're also going to foam roll the IT band as well, because this also plays a big part in the lateral movement scheme of the hip as well as the lateral hamstring. Foam roll for the hamstring. You can start with both legs on and roll down to your knee and then up towards your butt. And then you want to move the other leg on top, so you're applying more pressure along the hamstrings. There's also 4 major muscle groups that comprise the hamstrings. So we're going to rotate your leg side to side as you go up and down. You may find some tender spots in there, and those are those adhesions in the fascia that are inhibiting flexibility of that section of the muscle. So we're going to move to the IT band after we do the hamstrings. Here, you're going to lay on your side, both feet off the ground. If you can, have the other foot on top. If this is too painful, which sometimes it can be, bring the foot in front and rock your weight forward. It's going to take some of the pressure off the leg. But here you want to go up and down from the hip, down to the knee, back and forth, looking and feeling for those tender spots. If it's tender, kind of rock back and forth on it a little bit, and then move to the next spot. You should do this for 30 seconds to a minute per side, at least 2 times prior to stretching. So that's a hamstring and hip, or a hamstring IT band. Hip now is we're going to open up the hip. So you're going to sit on the foam roller, bring one leg up, place your ankle on your opposite knee. Whatever leg you have up, you're going to shift your body weight to that side. What we're doing is opening up the hip, and now we're going to roll back and forth on the muscle through there. From here, you can also rock side to side and go front to back. And that's going to help loosen the fascia as well. Any questions on foam rolling?
Can we try it?
Yes.